You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel. You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel. Network channel. You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel.
Device, I put in USB. Okay, there we go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Good evening, everybody. It is Thursday. This is our first time streaming on the radar. I just forgotten to get the microphone thing set up. 1 second, so I can add all the microphones on the correct scene. Alright, sorry about that. I was making sure we have everything correct and everything is working properly. Hey everybody, I'm David. We got this new little thing called On the Radar. This is where I talk about what's going on the radar for an hour or two or how long. We got these new transitions, intros, animations, and much more, and partners with cameras and just a lot to talk about. Of course, we're not going to talk about everything, but for the next couple minutes is where we'll be talking. There will be like little commercial breaks. It's not like commercials. It's just going to be this right here. So yeah, something nice. It's not going to be ads and boringness. It's just going to be nice music and that just rolling through. Another thing to talk about, guys, is we have these new animations that are working properly, so it's great news. Another thing that I do want to talk about is, well, let's see here. We just do the radar. So here it is. We have this. This is a new little look to things right now. So we have the radar here, the weather. In 3 selected cities I chose. I can change it to be full radar. I can get cameras pulled up. These are Earth cams, so obviously we're getting ads. Here is another Earth cam. This is Chicago, and this is a camera that I actually have access to, like I can move around. This is in Central Texas, in the Bee Cave area. So that is some cameras there. that's we have, and there's a lot more cameras I'm working to add, a lot more new stuff still in the works, everybody. So this is just kind of like the testing phase of today's stream. But tomorrow, actually starting tonight, this will be a weekday thing. Every weekday at 5 p.m. on the radar is here, and we're gonna have the latest with what's going on the radar. So let me break down the times here. At 5:14 p.m. Central Time, that's when we'll take a quick break, and then I will be back at 5:18, and then we'll have another break at 5:26 to 5:30, then another break from 5:38 to 5:40. So I'm still working on the breaks, but if anyone's used to TWC, we're gonna have a very similar commercial break with things there. But anyways, yeah. And also there will be a new thing. I'm gonna be working on this thing where it's gonna be me, but I also have the chat on screen. So I have the chat on my phone right now, but I'm gonna make it where if y'all want to comment live and ask for a location or something, we're gonna do it. It's gonna be like a one-on-one talk instead of it being just like TV. But anyways, that's what we're working on. But yeah, something new indeed. We got Live on the Tropics in the chat there. Hello there. Again, just a whole lot of new stuff right now. Alright. So now, next phase that we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead, take a miniature break, and then we're going to reset, and then we'll do your radar across the country. And again, this is not just Central Texas weather. This is going to be national weather. I've mentioned I took a break from national weather. We've taken a break for quite some time, but we are back. Half of the stream is going to be breaks. It could be. It potentially could be. But making zero profit from it, so you know. Breaks definitely needed. Hey there, Zane. Good evening, actually. It's 5:11. Well, I guess we can follow the little schedule that I'm working on right now. So let's do a little bit of weather right now across the country, and then here in a second we'll probably take a miniature break, because a lot of y'all messaging me privately already saying, wow, this is incredible. Appreciate y'all for messaging me on that. But anyways, look at this. We got a lot of severe weather right now. Severe weather in Wisconsin, Iowa, Missouri, Nebraska, Virginia, Washington State, or excuse me, that's not Washington State, that's Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania, all experiencing tons of severe weather right now across the country. We also have some severe weather in Oklahoma City, more severe weather, even tornado concerns out towards Wisconsin right now. So there's just a whole lot that is underway this evening. And it's, I don't know why this keeps happening, but the radar just becomes so laggy at times. So anyways, we got that figured out. But again, storms underway. Look at these storms. You can see how they're getting a bow effect that's occurring. That's an indication of strong winds that are underway. QLCS type tornado may attempt to develop, but it looks like these storms are finally weakening below severe limits. So that's some wonderful news on that level there. So now what we're going to do is, have you ever used Radar Omega before? I have used Radar Omega before. I'm just not really a fan. I don't know, guys. I'm a big fan of WeatherWise. I don't like any other radar softwares or apps. So WeatherWise will be the tool I use. But just a heads up, y'all. WeatherWise is working on a huge update here soon. I'm not going to talk about what it is, but I've gotten some word from a little birdie that they're about to launch a big update. So I'm just waiting for that update to come out. But once again, guys, welcome over to On the Radar. This is where I do weather across the continental United States, specifically for the lower 48. But if there's like bad weather happening like in Hawaii or Alaska, yes, I will cover it. But anyways, tonight's stream is kind of just a testing stream. It's also me doing coverage. But yeah, we're going one-on-one. But speaking of one-on-one, starting tomorrow, I think, or next week, I'm going to make this thing where my camera's somewhere on the screen, radar somewhere on the screen with a live chat. So if you guys ever have like questions or want me to visit a location or something, we can see it in the chat. Even the people watching can see it in the chat. So something soon that I'll be working on. When is WeatherWise not releasing updates? I know, it's they release updates every single day, which I really appreciate. Alright, so every week they have update. Yeah, it's crazy, I know. All right, okay. So I'm just gonna point this out. If there's ever weather happening, okay. So y'all know I live in the Austin San Antonio area. I cover 18 counties. If it comes to like a big weather day, in my area, there might be a day where I scrap on the radar, or if we're doing on the radar, I may focalize on doing local weather in my area. Just a heads up. But it just depends on what the severity is and stuff like that. But as of now, we have some storms out there across my coverage area that I cover that are producing some strong storms with gusty winds up to 40 miles per hour. And I even got some family too in the special weather statement. So obviously another thing to watch. If I have family in an area and if I'm doing national weather, I'm covering wherever they're at immediately. All right. Have you considered making podcast? A lot of people have told me I should make a podcast. Problem is who do I get to join me? Are you trying to be like Ryan Hall or the Weather Channel? I guess you could say both. Both, really, I guess. But again, I know the layout of the stream is probably not the best or what you guys would have expected from me, but I'm still deciding and still thinking on how the outlay should look on the stream. And much more. Problem is if I were to have like cameras on the right side of the screen, one that would lag my computer, and two that would lag my camera, because my computer's pretty old. That's why. But anyways, again, I lost my words there. But just a clarifier there, if anyone was wondering why there's not cameras anymore. Of course, we got this system here called EarthCam, where we can view cameras. As of right now, I only have 3 cameras set up, but I'm still working on adding more. In particular, this is a look in New York City right now. Here's another look. This is in Chicago, where there is sunshine underway right now. And if we take a look at Bee Cave, Texas, this is where, this is actually not EarthCam. This is from a TV station that's locally near me. And actually, you can see some of those clouds out in the distance right now. So again, some new cameras I've been able to access. And by the way, the weather you see on the top of your screen, that is custom made with OBS, people. So this is not coming in from the cameras. That weather widget, that is just developed by me and a few people. Actually, I've done some tweaks to it. All right. I actually think you're innovating with this. Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, I'm trying my best to make this. I'm trying to make a comeback. I came back. If you know what I mean. I came back. I kind of fallen off, and then now I'm coming back. Get ready, I'm coming back, guys. And we're actually returning back to national weather. I took a break from national weather for a couple months. Here and there I would do it, but it wasn't always the best streams. But now this new thing I'm starting is called On the Radar, and this is where we cover weather on the radar across the United States. So it's not just in Texas or home where I'm at. But as of now, it kind of is because of the weather alert in my area. I know it's just a special weather statement. I know we have like tons of. Let me see. Let's make sure there's no tornadoes happening right now. Yeah, no tornadoes. We're okay to blabber right now. Certainly Ryan Hoyle doesn't have anything like this. He probably does. Probably has everything I have. I would highly recommend adding a Ride Trinity Metro Cam. Where is that camera at? I can add that. By the way, guys, I have like 800 cameras. I have so many cameras across the United States. Most of them are in Canada, but at least 400 of them are in the United States, so it's like half and half. I'm working on I have some cameras in the Gulf of Mexico, in the Gulf of America. I have some cameras in the Pacific Ocean, in the Atlantic Ocean. I even have cameras in the United Kingdom, so it's not just United States cameras that I have. I don't plan to ever do United Kingdom weather, but if there's a tropical storm or something that happens, maybe we'll cover it in the United Kingdom. We'll see. But I don't even think tropical systems go that far that way. Canada weather. I have tons of Canada weather cameras. So there's a possibility we're not just focusing on United States weather. Yeah, you guys might see a little bit of Canadian weather too in the future. We'll see. But as of now, just of course specifically focalizing in the lower 48. Again, guys, I'm gonna probably, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna make a website probably talking about on the radar. What exactly is this? How it works when we're on air? How do we get on air? Like I say, if there's a big severe weather day, when do we get on? Stuff like that. By the way, on the radar, this is not like a new company I'm trying to start or anything like that. I'm still with Storm. This is a Storm based network show, I guess you could say. So, yeah. Just to clarify that for you guys. And if I go ahead and take off the "You're watching on the radar," if we go turn that on, you're watching Storm. There you go. You're still watching Storm, guys. It's just a different name is what we're gonna be having it here. But again, that's what I have. If you guys have any suggestions or ideas on how the stream should look overlay wise, feel free to message me on Discord at DavidALFWX. And if you guys have any like cool transitions or ideas or anything like that, feel free to message me too. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, and always look forward to everything you guys do. Camera's located in downtown Fort Worth. Perfect. Thank you very much, Zane. When people are live, it's not always good to edit the stream, I guess, or like edit the outlay or overlay or anything really. It's just good to have it already prepared and good to go. So when we wrap up the stream here soon, I will add that camera to the list. Actually, can you see that camera on Discord? That would be very helpful if you can. But yeah, I also see I have it like this, but I need to make it where my camera could be on the top right of the screen while we have the live cameras. That could be also potentially helpful. I don't know. All right, so again, we're just mainly talking about what's new and everything right now. No, I have not scrapped the Austin, San Antonio area weather. I'm still covering over there. We're just, since it's the summertime, there's just not a lot to cover over there. So now it's a good time for me to return back to my national weather life. And we are back to it. And a lot of y'all that are subscribed to the channel or following me, y'all have mainly followed me for national weather content, not really local weather content. But here and there is some national weather. But now, starting today, this is where we go from a little bird, a baby bird, to a big eagle. Our wings are much bigger now, and we're going national. So that's what we are doing here for I don't know how long, but for quite some time. And also, the reason why I went from national to local is because I had school, and it's hard to focus on national weather when you have school. But it's much easier when it's local weather. So hopefully that's another thing that can make things make sense. But speaking of, if you guys are wanting, if you y'all are tuning in from the Austin, San Antonio area, I know we got some storms. Today's our last day of decent rain chances, and we have some storms out there right now, and just a strong storm advisory out in Guadalupe, Hayes, and Caldwell counties right now. So that's pretty much what we are dealing with right now. Some severe weather, Oklahoma, some severe weather, Kansas, Missouri, Iowa right now. Don't know why it's taking forever for this to load. Tornado watch, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and more severe watches out towards Maryland and Pennsylvania and Delaware. So that's what's happening this evening. Of course, on the bottom of the screen, that is Overwarn, which is a alert system that y'all can actually add to your network if you want. But yeah, is Storm name to on the radar? No. On the radar, I mean Storm. This is still the Storm Weather Channel. This is still the Storm TV network. On the radar is kind of just like a show name, like the Weather Channel. They have the Weather Channel Live. Well, actually, it's not a really good description. American Morning Headquarters, AMHQ. That's on the Weather Channel. It's kind of what I'm doing. Is on the radar. It's still Storm. So yeah, this is still Storm, but the theme. Let's see. Storm has its own certain theme. The network does, but on the radar, which is a new little show. I guess you could say live show that I'm trying to do. It's not. Oh, we are live. Hello, guys. It's 10:25. We're live. This live show here has its kind of own theme, so it's in the mix of things, but still This is still the Storm TV Network channel. We're still covering things as normal, just kind of a new look and a new theme to everything. And again, on the radar, this is where we're just on the radar, keeping eyes on the radar for an hour or two. And I'm still going to figure out exactly when do I want to like live stream and stuff. There's a potential possibility where every evening at a certain time we'll go live. Maybe a certain time in the morning we'll go live. If it's like a big severe weather threat day on the radar, on the Storm TV Network channel, goes hours early or hours later. So one of the two will occur. But again, this is a big project, a big thing that I'm working on. I kind of just thought of this idea 3.5 hours ago, and this is what I have so far created and developed. So yeah, it's pretty much what I got for right now. Alright, so coming up here in about 2 minutes, we're going to do a radar tour across the country. I'm going to take a miniature break here, and if you guys got questions, comments, or anything like that, continue to throw them my direction in the chat. We'll catch up with all of that here in about 2 minutes from now. So we'll be right back after this break.
You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel. You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel.
Alright, we are back. Welcome to the On the Radar. This is the Storm TV Network channel. I am David Alford. If you guys got any pictures, videos, questions, comments, feel free to send them out in the chats. As we are on the air this evening. Alright, here's what's going on the radar. That is a great way to transition, I think, in my opinion there. Alright, on the radar right now, we got some storms across the United States. Let's go from east to west. An active severe thunderstorm watch for Washington State. Oh my gosh, I keep saying that. For the city, oh my gosh, for the, oh my gosh, I have forgot my words. Washington, D.C., there we go. That's where we have an active severe watch underway right now. Maryland included in that. Parts of Virginia, Delaware, and Pennsylvania under severe watches here until 4 hours from now. That is 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Some severe weather right now just north of D.C. right now. North of Columbia, we got a severe thunderstorm warning right now in the Towson area right now for the risk of gusty winds up to 60 miles per hour until 7 p.m. for central Baltimore County right now. Just north of there, another severe thunderstorm warning, probably for the risk of gusty winds as well. Let's see. Yeah, gusty winds, maybe some small hail too, out in that particular severe storm, as that is in New York State. as we have, excuse me, that is in Pennsylvania state. From Maryland to Pennsylvania, we got severe thunderstorm warnings underway now. All right, these orange colors you see, that is a heat advisory for North Carolina and Virginia. It is hot out there. It's so hot that storms are bubbling up right now. Some isolated severe weather right now, just west of Roanoke right now. Even a new flash flood warning that got issued moments ago for the Radford area right now. Look at that flash flood warning. Let's go ahead and read the latest details. It expires in 6 hours. Montgomery, Pulsica, and Radford all in the flash flood warning for the risk of a half an inch, an inch and a half of rain, which has fallen in just a short period of time. On top of that, a severe thunderstorm warning for the risk of 60-mile-per-hour winds for Giles, Radford, Floyd, and Montgomery areas in that alert. And then a new severe warning recently issued about 3 minutes ago for the Giles, Summers, Mercer, and Monroe counties until 7 p.m. Eastern for the risk of 60-mile-per-hour winds. More flash flooding, unfortunately, underway right now for portions of the states to the southeast. Some severe weather in the state of Georgia right now. Severe thunderstorm warning to the southwest of Atlanta right now. A severe thunderstorm warning for the Peachtree City area for Fayette, Cowett, and Fulton counties until 7 p.m. This will be radar indicated. Here's the active alerts right now across the United States. We have 25 severe thunderstorm warnings as of 5:32, and then we have over 15 flash flood warnings in the continental United States. All right, look at this big picture. Tons of heat underway right now from Mississippi to Arkansas, all the way up towards Pennsylvania, Illinois, and in Indiana. Active severe weather right now, as well as flooding concerns in the Kansas City metro area right now, as a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued moments ago from the National Weather Service about 20 minutes ago for Wyandotte, Leavenworth, Johnson, Buchanan, Clay, Clinton, Platts, Jackson, and DeKalb counties under a severe warning till 6:15 for 60-mile-per-hour winds and nickel-sized hail. This was sourced by an automated weather station. New update, a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Olathe and Overland Park. A severe warning for Johnson County for the risk of 60-mile-per-hour winds. And this is a line of thunderstorms that are rolling through. When thunder roars, go indoors. If you don't, you could get struck by lightning. A lot of ground-to-ground lightning could be occurring in any storm, not just in Kansas and Missouri, but any storm that is near you or in any other states. The potential risk for cloud-to-ground lightning is there. Another severe thunderstorm warning, this time in far northwestern Missouri here. Severe weather alerts just north of Maryville here. Severe warning for Nodway and Worth counties for 60-mile-per-hour winds this evening. All right, we're in the severe thunderstorm watch now just to the northeast of Des Moines. For Marshalltown, Newton under severe warning for the risk of 60-mile-per-hour winds for Marshall, Tama, and Jasper counties. Going until 5:45 this evening, and in these white, blue shaded colors you see there, that is a special weather statement for the risk of some strong winds and potential hail. Taking a look in the Chicago area right now, things are not looking too shabby out there now, but you notice there are some isolated storms attempting to develop this evening. Let's go ahead and take a live look out there right now, where things are looking, well, pretty decent this fine evening as it's 5:34. There are some clouds out in the distance. That's probably from where we're seeing those storms right now. But current temperature in Chicago, we're sitting at 92 degrees with scattered clouds out in the distance. As we take it back to radar, you can see some of the storms beginning to pop up just to the south and west. Right now, just away from Cook County, but again, things are looking pretty decent for now in the Chicagoland area. Severe weather tonight. Let's take a look at what's going on from the Storm Prediction Center. Tonight, severe weather risk. Actually, this is not wanting to work with me tonight. It's the our outlooks here. There we go. Sorry about that. We have a low wind, level 1 out of 5. Marginal risk of severe weather tonight. Proportions of Chicago. Again, this does include Chicago. So this is something that we're going to have to be monitoring and watching very, very closely. Level 2 risk of severe weather, where we have an active severe thunderstorm watch. This is going in for St. Joseph, Des Moines, Mason City, Rochester, and La Crosse. I think the Twin Cities are included in this severe thunderstorm watch this evening. That's where we have a level 2 risk of severe weather underway tonight. Then in the big picture of severe weather tonight, we have another level 1 risk of severe weather from the Gulf all the way up towards Pennsylvania and even far southwestern New York State. And then we have a level 2 risk of severe weather for portions of Atlanta, Georgia, going back all the way towards Washington, D.C. What does tomorrow's severe weather risk look like? It's just a copy and paste. Copy and paste for the Midwest. A bit of a lesser threat for tomorrow, but still a level 1 risk. A more of a bullseye area under a level 2 risk of severe weather from Canada all the way down to portions of Kansas. And then as we approach your Saturday, I think that's right. Let's see, today is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Saturday, another level 2 risk of severe weather underway, and potentially New York City because it has some strong to severe storms later in the future. We'll see how that goes 3 days from now. Lots can change from the Storm Prediction Center. A lot of ironing out will occur. We'll watch it for you on the Storm Weather Channel. All right, we got some severe weather right now across portions of Florida. Look at the panhandle here. We have a severe thunderstorm warning, including Tallahassee right now. You notice some green lines. What exactly are those green lines? That is an outflow boundary that is underway right now. And that outflow boundary is winds coming out of the storm producing gusty winds, potentially up to 60 miles per hour. That's probably why a severe thunderstorm warning has been prompt for this area. Also, the risk is there for some hail up to about nickel size. Across the state of Florida, we got some strong storms in the Cross City and Mayo area. That's about it. And in far southern Florida, things are looking a-okay for right now. Out in West Texas right now, dealing with a severe thunderstorm warning just south of Lubbock and Midland. So between Lubbock and Midland, we have a rogue severe thunderstorm alert right now going out for Dawson County until 5:45 for gusty winds. Here, where we're broadcasting from in south central Texas, we have a strong storm alert in effect for Hays, Guadalupe, and Caldwell counties for the risk of gusty winds right now. Active radar showing some storms in northern Bexar County, Comal County seeing some storms, Hays County, western Travis County near Lakeway, and then some more storms out in Williamson County this evening. We actually do have a live camera in Travis County where we can actually see if there's much happening, and we can actually see actually I need a second. This is not correct. It is a few seconds behind. There we go. Let's see. So yeah, things are looking pretty okay right now. This is in South Travis County. If you look really close to the distance, you can see a rain shadow effect that is attempting to develop right now. So that is something that we're going to have to watch here throughout the next little bit. So again, just to the southeast of Lakeway, that is where that camera is positioned. Again, that city is called Bee Cave. All right, tonight we have some strong storms in the vicinity of Washington, D.C. right now. Some severe weather to the northeast and to the southwest right now. For the risk of gusty winds and potential hail, the storm risk is there. But as we get closer and closer to sunset, that's when that risk should start to fade away. All right, we got more coverage of the. Let's say that again. We got more coverage to come on the radar here on the Storm TV Network Weather Channel. I'm David. More coming up after this.
You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel. You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel. You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel.
Taking a live look at New York City, of course, with EarthCam. We got these beautiful ads that occur, so bear with us as there's some Pokemon. No, it's not Pokemon, it's Final Fantasy commercial there. There we go, there you go, live look at EarthCam, and things are looking pretty decent out there right now, water-wise, but the sky, it's cloudy out there, it's overcast. We actually got some storms out in the distance right now as we take a look at this live shot. Let's take a look at what's going on the radar across portions of New York State and New York City. New York City in particular, the area looks pretty good for now. Severe weather tonight, the risk for some strong to severe storms is about a 0, but the risk for some storms is possible. As we jump into your tomorrow, though, the storm risk looks 0 as well, but it wouldn't shock me if some storms could be in the vicinity. But as we approach our Saturday, that's where we're going to have to be on guard for the risk for a few storms out there that could be severe. As we return back to the radar, we have some active severe weather alerts across Philadelphia, in the city, I should say, and then just north of Baltimore and Maryland. Some severe weather underway right now. And if we go ahead and take a look at the... looks like the radar site is down. I just noticed that. The radar site is down, so we're not getting a clean view of this. But if we go ahead and take a look at this shot, this will give us a better idea of what radar looks like. All right, severe weather alert just west of Philadelphia right now. West Chester under severe alert for the risk of quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds till 7:15. For Montgomery, Berks, Chester, and Delaware, that's between Pennsylvania and, yeah, just Pennsylvania. So that's going to be a storm that we're going to need to watch here as this gets closer and closer to the city. Philadelphia. Dealing with some severe weather alerts in the Roanoke area right now. A severe thunderstorm warning for Craig, Bedford, and a county I can't pronounce, but you can see it right there. Hopefully you know where that's at. And it's in West Central Virginia. Hopefully you can pronounce that. I can't, unfortunately. But that goes until 7:30 Eastern Time, again, for the risk of gusty winds. Another severe weather alerts with a flash flood alert for the Radford area under a flash flood warning. A flash flood alert for the risk of 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches of rain, which has fallen in just a short period of time. This alert will go into 6 hours from now, or it goes from now to 6 hours. Another severe warning for Giles, and in the city of Radford, Floyd, and Montgomery, all under a severe warning for the risk of gusty winds up to 60 miles per hour. All right, back off towards the northeast, we have a severe thunderstorm watch that's active right now for Delaware, Washington, Virginia, and Pennsylvania right now. Severe watch until 10 p.m. tonight. Is that right? 10 p.m.? It is, yeah, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central for the risk of hail, wind, and potential flooding. So that's why we have that severe watch this evening. Looks like we have another severe thunderstorm watch as well. Wait, no, that's heat advisories. Excuse me, that's not right. Extreme heat warnings. Yeah, extreme heat warnings. Tons of heat underway across a good chunk of the Ohio River Valley, the Kentucky Valley, Tennessee Valley. Just a whole lot of heat that is underway. Developing information, we got some severe weather right now in the panhandle of Florida. Severe thunderstorm warning, including a pretty populated located city, and it's not popping up on here, but We have a severe warning in effect for Gadsden, Jefferson, Taylor, Leon, Decatur, Grady, and Thomas counties under severe warning going until 7:30 this evening for gusty winds up to 60 miles per hour. Yes, indeed. That does include Tallahassee, Florida. Meanwhile, to the broadcast area for where we're streaming from right now, you can see where we're broadcasting from. It says Storm TV Studios. That's where we're live at right now. It's right in that area. You can see some storms potentially to our north right now and all across the Austin metro area. Some well-needed rain falling for some areas this evening. We're getting some reports now in New Braunfels, Texas, where Zane Ferguson is at, of where it's raining at right now this evening. So thank you, Zane, for tagging me on social media for that. Some severe weather alerts, developing information. The city of Oklahoma City and even Norman, Oklahoma, under a severe thunderstorm warning right now. Let's take a look at what's going on. A severe thunderstorm for gusty winds up to 60 miles per hour and quarter-size hail, including Grady, Oklahoma, Cleveland, Canadian, and McLean counties, all under severe weather alerts. Then another severe thunderstorm warning in effect for the gusty winds to 60 miles per hour for central Oklahoma County until 6 p.m., so 15 minutes until that alert expires. But again, 2 active severe warnings in effect. All right, severe alert right now just northeast of Wichita Falls. A severe alert for Comanche, Grady, and Stephens County and portions of Oklahoma right now. So another area that we're going to have to continue to keep our eyes on and watch here throughout the next little bit. And now if we go ahead and take a look at the weather across West Texas, we previously had some severe alerts, but it looks like those warnings were allowed to expire. So that's some wonderful news on that note there. Some flooding concerns across southeastern New Mexico and far west Texas. This is where we just have a training effect of storms that keep developing each and every day. The flood watch does expire for tomorrow. Out in Arizona, we got some heat alerts right now for you guys this evening. Extreme heat watch expires in 4 days. Will likely get upgraded to an extreme heat warning in just a matter of days from now. Tracking a severe thunderstorm warning. This is going in the state of Montana right now, on the northeast side right now. As we go in and take a look at this, severe weather alerts for the risk of quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds for Daniels, Roosevelt, and Sheridan counties under that alert. Of course, if you see lightning, go inside. If you hear thunder, time to go inside. Of course, when thunder roars, go indoors. All right, we got some new updates for you. This is in the broadcast viewing area for the Storm TV network channel for Storm Austin San Antonio. We're dealing with a special weather statement right now in Williamson County and the Austin metro area right now for the risk of 40-mile-per-hour winds and half-inch size hail just south of in the Waterloo area. This will be a storm that we're going to need to monitor as the storm is developed and potentially could continue to develop. So another thing that we'll be watching here very, very closely. Dealing with some severe weather right now in Kansas City right now. Look at this, a severe thunderstorm warning underway now, as well as Overland Park, a pretty good line of storms that are low-grade severe for some gusty winds up to 60 miles per hour and hail upwards to quarter size. All right, coming up, we got a live look at radar in Chicago, as well as a camera coming up in just a moment. You're watching the Storm TV Network Weather Channel. More on the way after this quick break.
You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel.
Network channel. You're watching On the Radar this evening, where we're tracking some thunderstorms out in the general vicinity of Chicago right now. As you guys are taking a look at this live look coming in from EarthCam, as you see some cumulus clouds out in the distance, but the updrafts of those cumulus clouds are really starting to tower right now. Let's go and transition from that to your radar, where you can see all across Chicago right now, or in the Chicagoland area, we got some storms that are in the vicinity near the suburbs right now. Tracking a storm right now just near the Evanston area in Cook County right now. There is some lightning with this, no hail, no wind, nothing like that just yet, but it is a storm that we're watching as that actually pushes over into Lake Michigan. Some storms just to the southeast of Cook County right now. Some storms in northwestern Indiana right now, just near Jasper and Newton counties. We got some storms in the Crown Point, south of Crown Point right now. Some storms to the northwest of Wheatfield, just south of North Judson. We got some storms happening right now as well. Some storms to the northeast of Ottawa. Some storms to the north of Gibbon City. That's what things are looking like right now in the Chicagoland area. However, we do have a low-wind severe weather risk tonight. A level 1 out of 5 marginal risk is on tap for tonight, so something that we're going to have to watch closely. Then a big level 2 risk of severe weather from Wisconsin back all the way towards Kansas and northern Missouri for tonight. But that level 1 risk goes all the way towards the northern panhandle of Texas and even portions of Oklahoma. All right, new update. A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued in the city of Oklahoma, obviously, in the capital of Oklahoma City, under a severe thunderstorm warning. We just got a new severe alert that got issued just to the northeast of Oklahoma City, but it does include portions of the county. They have actually canceled the severe warning for North Oklahoma City. South Oklahoma City still under a severe warning right now for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. This will be radar indicated. Some severe alerts near the Duncan area right now. Severe warning for quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds for Comanche, Grady, and Stephens counties right now. So an area to watch very, very closely. And then into the Austin, San Antonio area, we're also got some storms happening this evening. Even a weather alert out in northeastern Williamson County right now with a strong storm advisory for gusty winds and half-inch size hail. Even from where we're broadcasting out here in Burnett County and southern Burnett County, we're actually tracking an outflow boundary that's coming near the studios right now, so something that we're going to need to watch. Out in western Travis County, some isolated showers right now. Let's actually take a live look right now at Bee Cave, Texas, where things are not looking too bad. It is stormy, obviously, looking out there in the sky, but temperatures right now in Bee Cave sitting at 92 degrees. So again, not looking too bad out there right now this evening. And let's go ahead and actually give you that live look, and actually you can see a little thunder. You actually see some of the thunderheads out in the distance on the top of your screen there. Some thunderheads that are really starting to blossom. So again, great shot coming in from this camera. And that, again, that's in the Travis County area, in the Austin area, from that live shot that we just took a look at. Some strong storms underway in East Texas and far western Louisiana at the state line, so that's an area to watch. Severe weather alerts still underway right now in Tallahassee, Florida, for the gusty wind threat up to 60 miles per hour. And then some more heat concerns across portions of the for North Carolina and Virginia, going all the way up towards Maryland. And not just those states, more heat alerts from Illinois, Iowa, Pennsylvania, back towards Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia for tonight. And we have 2 active severe thunderstorm watches this evening for Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Delaware, as well as Maryland, and another severe watch for northeastern Kansas for like 1 or 2 counties, Missouri, northern Missouri, and then a severe watch for Iowa, and even portions of Wisconsin, where we actually have a tornado watch in effect this evening. So that's what things look like in the big picture for tonight. All right, new information. A new flood advisory has been issued for San Antonio, just north of San Antonio. So this is actually very interesting on how this alert just got issued. So flood advisory in effect right now. Looks like it's a slow-moving storm. They're saying excessive rainfall has fallen. Up to 2.5 inches of rain has fallen in the advisory area. Some locations that could experience flooding will be San Antonio, Sturts, Converse, Universal City, Live Oak, Salome, Randolph, AFB, Maroon, and St. Clara potentially could see some impacts of some potential flooding. All right, special weather statement in Williamson County right now for the gusty winds up to 50 miles per hour, up to 40 miles per hour, and hail up to ½ inch just north of Taylor, Texas. So that's what we're tracking. That's what we're watching on the radar this evening across the United States. All right, that's pretty much what I have for right now, everybody. We're going to, of course, have more updates on the radar in the future. Again, this is going to be a new thing that we start every weekday evening, either at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. We're going to be live for an hour or 2. Tonight, we're just going live for an hour or nearly an hour because this is kind of a test. It's kind of a test stream, and it's working very wellly. Starting every night, we're going to do a 2-hour on the radar stream. But for tonight's stream, it is just going to be an hour since it's our first time doing this stream, which again has been very successful tonight. So, anyways, I thank y'all for watching. Probably how things will go is we'll go live from 5 to 7 p.m. That's probably what we'll do weekday evenings across the United States. So we'll see. All right. Anyways, I'm David. I will talk to y'all later. Appreciate y'all watching. Have a wonderful rest of your night. And we'll see you back here with another live update from me and from the Storm TV Network Weather Channel. This was On the Radar.
You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel.